Hey everyone, welcome. We're going to get started here in just about a minute. Okay, so it's great that you all are here tonight. We have such a beautiful day outside. I wish we could, I wish we could all be outside and be practicing together. Maybe at another time though. But for tonight, let's go ahead and create a space for yourself that you feel is as comfortable as you can possibly be. Feel free to grab your mat as well as any props that you may want, some bricks, a strap. What else will you might want a pillow if you have that. The first part of our practice will be a flow, a pretty gentle flow just to help open the body up and create some nice movement before we actually sit in some deeper poses, and that will be the yin portion of our class. Please, as always, go at your own pace and you listen to your body and figure out tonight really what you need, what your body needs. If I suggest something and it really doesn't resonate with you, it's not happening with you tonight, that's okay. So I encourage you to listen and just see what would feel better for you. Maybe you want to bring a little bit more energy into the practice, or maybe you want to soften a little bit more and relax. You can stay in Shavasana the whole time if you'd like. It's yours. So you've gifted yourself this practice, and I want you to turn it into yours, okay? So let's go ahead and I will meet you on your mat. I'm going to head back to mine. And we're actually going to start tonight lying down on our backs with the knees bent, feet on the floor. And you can just rest your hands on your belly. You can create a diamond shape over your navel. So the index fingers will be touching, the thumbs will be touching. And then, like I said, the hands can just rest right on the abdominal area. And I'd like you to focus on your breathing. So just take a few deep breaths while you're there, and notice the expansion that comes with the breath, not only lifting up, but maybe even drawing out to the sides. So think of that maybe as a more of a lateral way to move the breath, and see what happens, okay? And then we'll move on to the rest of our practice. So taking that next breath and really becoming aware then of the exhale. So that full release, and almost as if you could draw the belly even deeper toward your spine with the exhale. Inhaling, filling up, absorbing the energy that moves into the body. Exhaling, releasing anything that you would like to let go of tonight. Maybe coming into your intention for practice. What has brought you to your mat? What has brought you to this time? Are you uncovering something that is already within you? Sometimes the intention is always with us. We just need to focus on it, breathe into it, and all of a sudden it starts to shine and show up for us. Take another deep breath here. And then if you would, go ahead please and take your right knee into your chest and extend the left leg to the floor. You might find that the left leg hovers a bit, that's okay. Just notice the weight of the leg bone. Feel the shoulders draw back, shoulder blades dropping perhaps. You can flex both feet. Take a deep breath here, let the belly soften. And then we'll go ahead and take your left foot, bend the left knee, left foot goes on the floor, right leg goes up in the air. Feel free if you have a strap to loop it underneath your foot. If not, you can gently hold on to the back of your thigh, holding onto the calf perhaps, letting the elbows bend. Allowing some space in the low back, some space and length in the hamstring. Try to flex your foot, spread the toes. Feel free to nod the chin to the chest and lift the head off of the ground, really drawing the spine in toward the floor, that middle back. Breathe, lifting the shoulder blades up off of the mat. And then exhale, lower your head down, gently bend your knee, and then take your hand to the outer right thigh and just create a few circles throughout the hip socket. And in the other direction. And then we'll hug the knee back into the chest one more time. Give a squeeze. And release the right foot to the floor. Left knee comes in. Give a squeeze. Feel free to straighten your right leg now. Notice how any sensations may have appeared when you did that. And try to flex the feet. Nice deep breath in. Follow the exhale completely out. Another breath. And then we can go ahead and place the right foot on the floor with the knee bent. We'll take the left leg straight up this time, with or without your strap. And we're just going to hug this leg in a little bit more. Feel free to walk the hands up behind the lower leg, right around the calf muscle, chin to chest. Find some length in the upper spine. Middle back is probably still on the ground. Gently lower your head back down. Bend your left knee. Take your left hand to the outside of that left thigh and create a few circles right through the hip. And going in the other direction. And coming back to center, hugging the knee in once again. And then we'll straighten both legs to the floor. Full body stretch. Toes can point, arms reach overhead, stretch. And then draw the knees into the chest. Hug your knees into the chest with your hands. You can roll along your spine side to side. And then using your breath, either roll to the side and press up to seated, or continue to roll along the spine and come up to seated, your choice. All right, so you're gonna have a seat here, scooch back a little bit so you do have space in front of you. We're gonna anchor through the sits bones, take the arms all the way up in the air, stretch the fingers high up, slide the shoulder blades down your back. And then we're going to take a twist toward your right. So we're going to go ahead and anchor ourselves down. Keep the twist curling the spine. Breathe into it. And then keeping your hands down, come back to center. Arms float all the way up. And we'll twist in the opposite direction. Anchor through your sits bones. Watch that the hips aren't shuffling. Take a nice deep breath here. And keeping the hands down, we'll come back to center. Just notice how your body is feeling. And then if you would, take the arms all the way up. Stay anchored and reach the fingers forward, spider fingers on your mat. Walk the fingertips all the way to the top of the mat in that direction, and then fold the body over. So what you may notice is that when you fold over, your sits bones start to peel off of the ground. That's normal. So let's try to anchor through the seat, and from that stability, reach with the arms. So the goal isn't to reach the arms all the way ahead of you, unless you can do that naturally with your seat down. So we want to create balance. And then please walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. And when you do that, be aware of your left hip. So your hands are going to go over to the right side and then hug your left hip back a little bit, perhaps, while you stay anchored. And then you can take those hands all the way over to the other side. And bring them back to center. Spider hands, lift up with the heart, lengthen, and then fold, allow the elbows to bend. Hands flatten. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Look between your thumbs. And then make a shift here into all fours. So you're going to walk your hands a little bit ahead of you. Untangle your ankles. So now our wrists are going to be underneath the shoulders and the knees are underneath the hips. If your knees are sensitive, roll your mat in or cushion yourself with a towel. Flatten the toes, spread them apart. Let's engage the belly a little bit. Draw the navel up and toward the spine and feel the shoulders into the back of the body. Take a breath here with a neutral spine. And then as you exhale, round your back into cat pose. So you're gonna round it really big here, dome the back. And then inhale, lift the heart, lift the tail. Round your back, feel the space throughout your spine. Let the head release, inhale, lift the heart. Go ahead and do this 3 more times. Rounding the back. I want you to feel the space not only along your spine, but between the vertebrae. Riding the breath. So really allowing your breath to move your body. We're not forcing the body. Another deep breath. And then we'll come back to neutral. So the tailbone is neither tucked or lifted here. Let's go ahead and curl the toes. Take the knees off of the ground just a few inches. And notice what your body feels like here. So stabilize, draw the shoulders into the back of the body, and we're gonna engage the belly. Pull the navel up just a bit and feel that energy between the navel and the spine. Another breath here. And exhale, lower the knees down, child's pose, big toes together, knees somewhat apart. And we can stretch the arms ahead of us, soften the forehead down. Take a deep breath here. Lift your head up, look between your thumbs. Shift your weight forward, curl the toes, downward dog, up and back. Let's bend the knees a little bit for starters. And when you bend knees, start to notice the spine. Feel the spine lengthen, feel the stability in your hips. Spread your fingers wide, feel yourself anchored. Notice those outer shoulders rolling down and back. Space between the ears and the shoulders. Inhaling, straightening the legs a bit. Exhaling, heels descend. 3 deep breaths here, you guys. Allow that breath to move all the way through your body. If there's any rigidity, soften the breath around it. No hurry. Smooth breath. Allow it to move through you like a slow waterfall. One more breath. Soften the knees, look between your thumbs, and in a few steps, walk yourself up right to your hands. Inhale, take a half lift, and just notice how your legs feel, the back of your legs. If they are tight, your hamstrings are tight, your back, and you have bricks or books or something, you can certainly bring those props in front of your feet. That will elevate the floor for you. Take a half lift. Fold, melt the heart. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. 1 more time. Inhale, lengthen out. And exhale, fold. You can move the bricks to the side. Hands to the hips. Inhale, begin to rise, ground through the feet, lift through the heart. Use your thumbs to press into the back of the pelvis. Create a little traction behind you, and then lift the belly button up. Feel the energy move from the center chest to the shoulders. Bring the arms all the way up. Lift your heart up even more. Connect the palms. And with your exhale, thumbs are going to flow right through the heart. Fold all the way down, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, please fold. Soften your knees. Take your right foot all the way back. Low lunge. Bring the knee to the floor. And then inhale, bring your hands to your hips. So we've got about 90 degrees with the front leg, all right? I want you to go ahead and spread the toes on your back foot, press the toenails down, feel the tailbone weighted. You can even bring your hands behind you just to find some space in that low back. And then lift the spine up. Both arms float up, deep breath in. And then as you exhale, please go ahead and draw the right hand down and bring the left arm up. Twist. Exhale, frame your foot, curl your back toes, lift your back knee up. Fingertips can come to the mat, breathe here. Exhale, lower your back knee. Toes flatten. Inhale, arms up. And once again, twist toward your left. Right hand down, left arm up. Feel the twisting through your spine. Feel the bottom ribs lifting up. And exhale, frame your foot, curl your back toes, step back, downward dog. And bicycle the legs. Nice deep breath in. Inhale, let's lift the heels up. Exhale, heels down. Inhale, heels up. And exhale, heels down. One more breath, you guys, with awareness. There you go. Let's go ahead and bring that right foot forward. Opposite foot. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, hands to hips. Flatten your back toes. Spread them apart. Get a sense of your balance here. Inhale, arms up. Feel the spine growing. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up, or you can keep your knuckles at the low back. Your choice. Exhale, float the hands. Lift the back knee up, curl the toes, stay here. You're on your fingertips, or you can use your bricks. Feel the weight of the pelvis and draw up. Feel the energy from the base of the spine all the way up into the middle back. Lower the back knee down again, flatten the toes, inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, find your twist. Left hand down, right arm. Release, frame your foot. Curl the back toes, lift your knee up, downward dog. Up and back. Nice deep breath here. 2 more. In through the nose tonight. You can let it out of the mouth right now, left side. Just let it go, clearing space. Soften your knees. Feel the length of your spine here. Feel tailbone lifting up, thigh bones pressing back. Anchor yourself through your hands. And then please be aware, when you move, I'd like you to feel the energy through your spine, plank pose. Feel the energy move right through that spine. And stay here. You can always lower the knees to the ground. Maybe 3 deep breaths. Breathe it in for 1. 2. Feel the shoulders in the back body. Navel drawn up and in. 1 more breath. And then gently lower all the way down. Knees can lower. Belly rests. Okay. So you're finding yourself on your mat right now. We're going to go ahead and slide those hands underneath your forehead. We're going to come into a version of locust where the hands are connected and the back of the hand is attached to your forehead. So when you breathe, lift the hands off the ground and your head is lifting up as well. The elbows go out to the side. Feel your hip bones drawing down into the ground, your navel lifting up just a hair. Breathing in, 3, 2, and 1. Lower everything down. Relax. And we're going to repeat that. So your legs are close together here, toenails down. This time, if the feet would like to come off of the ground, go right ahead. Inhale, find the lift. Try not to force yourself up, rather let the breath lift you up. Can you feel your shoulder blades? Can you feel the upper back? Drawing those elbows out to the sides of your room. Breathing in, breathing out. 2 more. Nice and steady. And releasing all the way down. Just notice any kind of sensation in the body here from doing that. And then if you would, go ahead and release your hands from your forehead. And we're going to go ahead and take the arms out to the side. Okay, so still lying down on our bellies. This time, as you lift up, the arms are going to be lifting up as well. They are out to the side like goalposts. Press your hip bones down. Feel your navel draw up. Inhale, lift up. Your feet can come off the ground. And breathe. Breathe it in. 3 nice deep breaths here. For 1, 2, 3. Lower all the way down. Just notice the sensation in your body. And now if you're okay with it, take the arms ahead of you. As if you're reaching toward the wall in front of you. Okay, when you breathe in, go ahead, feel the head lift and the arms lift. The toes can float up. If you feel any strain in the low back, please lower back down again. You can always go back to the hands under the forehead option as well. 1 more breath here. And release. Well done. Let's go ahead and slide the hands next to the rib cage. Curl the toes. We're going to go ahead and lift up, press back, child's pose, lengthening out the spine here, softening those shoulders. And then subtle movement, finding downward dog. Toes curled, hips lift up. You're going to press all the way back. Those thigh bones are going to press back behind you. Can you soften the heart here, the very center of your chest? Relax it. So you draw the rib cage up and in. Feel the space around your back, your shoulder blades. Another deep breath. There you go, soften your knees. Take a couple steps forward. Coming into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lifting, lengthen out your spine. And your exhale to fold a little deeper. Ground through your feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms float up. Connect the palms, open the heart. And then exhale to fold all the way down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, take it back to your plank. Knees can always lower down. Chaturanga, elbows hug the ribs. Inhale, open the heart, find your cobra. And exhale, release, downward dog, up and back. There you go. Just relax the head a little bit. Soften through the body. Okay, now we're going to create some movement through your spine. We're going to roll through the spine, come into plank. Just roll on through. And then roll on back, downward dog. One more time, roll through the spine. roll on back. Okay, this time roll through your spine. Plank pose, lower all the way down, hover, no hurry, rest down. And then if you would, let's take those arms out to the side again like a goalpost. And then take your feet a little bit wider, closer to the corners of the back of your mat. Feel the weight of your pelvis, draw the navel in. As you breathe, head lifts, arms lift up, feet can lift. So feel the back muscles engaged. Notice where those shoulder blades are. Feel the top ribs lifting up off of the mat. Another deep breath. And exhale to carry you down. Walk the legs toward one another, and we'll lengthen the arms ahead of us. Set the shoulders back. Inhale, lift. You'll lengthen your spine. Feet can come off of the ground. Notice how the breath carries you up. Maybe the exhale drops you down a little bit. Ride those waves. Your gaze is toward the floor. Relax your neck. And an exhale to carry you all the way down. Slide the hands next to your rib cage. And then gently lifting up into cobra. So while you're here in cobra, no hurry to get out of it tonight. I want you to really feel your foundation. Feel the weight of the pelvis. Extend the heart, so draw the center chest forward. Another deep breath. And an exhale, totally release down to the mat, curl the toes, come back, downward dog. Well done. Settle those heels down. Big breath in, let it out with a sigh. Soften through your knees, look between your thumbs. Let's step it forward. Lengthen your spine. Fold, drop in. Inhale, come all the way up, you guys. Lift up, root to rise. You can go ahead and take those arms up in the air, connect the palms. And then follow through, thumbs travel right past the heart, all the way down. Soften your knees. Okay, stay here. Knees are really soft. Look at your feet. You can walk your feet in toward one another. We're bending the knees. Notice here where more of your body weight is. All right, so the body weight is probably either in the balls of the feet or in the heels, or somewhere in between. So let's bring a little bit more weight into the heels. Still pressing into the big toe, little toe mound, but you really feel the weight in the heel. Bring your hands to your hips, please, and then just slowly start to lift the heart up as if you were moving into chair, Utkatasana. Feel the heart spin up even more. Now we can take the arms up, elongate, lengthen those arms, slide the shoulder blades down. Feel your center, that space between the navel and the spine. Feel all your energy. Exhale, fold, let it go. Shake your head out. There you are. Let's go ahead and bend those knees again. Bring some weight into the heels. Feel your hips, stability in your core. Roll the shoulders back. Start to lift the heart. Tail heavy, we're not tucking the tail, there's weight there, okay? This is as if you're trying to draw your sits bones to the end of your mat. We'll take the arms up along the ears, and let's goalpost the arms now. Bend the elbows. And then straighten the arms. Find the space now. Draw the shoulders down the back. And fold, exhale, let it go. Take a look at your toes, want to spread them apart and anchor, root down. Inhale, take a half lift, and an exhale, fold, drop a little deeper. Okay, one last time. Bend those knees, drop your seat a bit, sits bones, just visualize them sliding out toward the end of your mat. Arms can come up, belly button draws in, chest lifts up, slide the shoulder blades down. You've got this. Spread your fingers wide. Feel free to bring the palms together and steeple the fingers if you'd like. But if you do need that space in the shoulders, keep your arms apart. Another deep breath here. And a fold. Let it go. Shake the head out. Well done. Soften your knees. Take a step back, finding your plank pose. Let's Vinyasa. Go through it. Lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale. Open up. Cobra. And exhale all the way down. Curl those toes. Downward dog. Big breath out. Feel the space in your back. Just let any stress from the day start to roll off of those shoulders. There you go. Soften the knees. Look between your thumbs. Take a couple steps forward. Lengthen your spine. And a fold, drop in. Inhale, come all the way up. All the way, root yourself, lift up. Connect the palms, and we're gonna fold all the way down again. Lengthen. And step it back, plank. All right, so from here, be very aware when we move down to the mat, your pace. Are you in a hurry? Or can you take it slow and steady? 5 counts, we're lowering down to the mat. Elbows hug the ribs, taking it nice and slow. 2, 3, 4, pause. And 5, rest all the way down. Good job. I know that's a tricky one. Sometimes gravity, you want to go with gravity there. We're resisting a little bit. Let's bend the knees. Soles of the feet are going to be pressing up. We're going to take the arms alongside the body, reach the fingers to the outer ankles, don't grab your feet yet, and we're going to lift up with the heart. So just another variation of our bow without holding the ankles. Envision a skydiver, but with a parachute, right? So we just want to feel our body lifting up with the breath. Feel the soles of your feet lifting up to the ceiling, the heart lifting up, arms open. Feel your thigh bones lifting up a bit off of the floor. One more breath. And then bring your hands underneath your forehead, rest your feet on the ground. Let everything settle. Okay, so check in with your body, notice how that felt. Feel free to do that version again, or if you would like to hold onto your ankles, go right ahead. So the knees can bend. Feel free to reach back with your hands or your strap or your towel, whatever you have. Try not to whip up into it, rather inhale. Notice how the breath carries you. Resist the urge to drop the back of your skull. Feel the curve of your neck. Feel space in that upper spine. Soften your eyes. And an exhale, release all the way down. Hands can come under your forehead. Legs are straight. Just drop in for a moment. You can shimmy the hips side to side. And then we'll go ahead and bring the nose back to the mat. Take the arms, extend them, reach them forward. Feel your hip bones press down, the front hip bones from the pelvis presses down, navel up. And we're going to revisit this version of our locust. So we're going to lift up with the heart. Arms can lift up. Feet can lift up. And then goal post the arms. And then straighten the arms. And goal post them again. One more time, straighten. And goal post. And then lower all the way down. Please rest your hands underneath your forehead or one side of your face. And just let your body rest and absorb what you just did. So take, please, 3 really nice, deep cleansing breaths. Breathe it in, fill up. Breathe it out. Breathe it in. And breathe it out. All right, let's slide the hands alongside the ribs. Up and back child's pose. Notice your shoulders. Notice the space around your neck. Space around your low back. And then gently start to walk the hands toward the knees. Roll your spine all the way up. Shoulders come back and around. And we're going to actually come onto our seat with our legs straight onto the mat. So just a subtle shift here. And then make your way down to your back. Okay, so when you're lying on your back, can you notice your spine? Can you notice what part is lifted up and what part is drawn down into the ground? Let's go ahead and take the right knee into the chest and take the left leg to the floor. As you breathe, nod the chin to your chest and exhale, draw your shoulder blades off of the mat. All right, so now maybe you've noticed that the low back has dropped a little deeper in toward the spine, or the low back has dropped a little bit deeper into the floor. Your spine has dropped deeper. Your belly's gotten a little bit heavier. So from here, we can lower the head back down, continue to feel that contact, and then we can draw the right leg straight up in the air. So as you exhale, allow that exhale to drop the belly deeper into the mat. All right, bend your knee, please. Lower your foot to the floor, and then we'll take the left knee into the chest. Feel free to slide your right leg to the ground. Maybe the head lifts up, chin moves to the chest. Notice what part of your spine is toward the ground. Feel free to lower your head as that left leg lifts up. Another nice deep breath. And then we'll go ahead and bend the left knee and place your left foot on the floor. Now let's get into a little bit of movement here. The right knee is going to come into the chest and extend your left leg to the floor. Your hands are going to come behind your ears. So just caress the ears, don't pull on them super tightly. Make sure your elbows have space to be broad. Your head can lift up, your chin can move toward your chest, really finding that the space now has decreased between your spine and the floor. So we're going to lift up, really breathe here, and then switch your legs. So now the left knee comes in, and switch, and switch. You can go as slow as you'd like, but please breathe through this. Try to not hold your breath here. If your head is really uncomfortable, if your neck hurts, then please keep your head on the ground for now. If your low back hurts, bring the legs up higher. Okay, so you find what works best for you. Feeling the energy between the belly button and the spine. It's full of energy in there. Another one. Well done. Knees into chest, roll your spine down, and just get a sense of any sensation. Nice deep breath. And now we'll go ahead and keep this right knee in, take the left leg away, and we're going to turn the body toward that right knee. So the fingers are still behind the ears. You're going to turn your body. We're not in a hurry tonight, right? We're taking it slow and steady. So here, can you pull your left shoulder blade off the ground? Yep, and switch sides. Lifting the right shoulder blade off the ground and switching. And switching. Again, if this is uncomfortable for your head or neck, do this please with your head on the floor. Just alternating knees in toward the chest. Becoming very, very aware of drawing the belly in toward the spine in toward the ground. So if you're familiar with the word imprint, it's like your spine is making an imprint in the ground. One more each side, please. There you go. Come back to center. And hug your knees into your chest, roll side to side. So we've been paying attention and bringing strength to the core from the moment you stepped on your mat tonight. These last two exercises really went deep into the core. We kind of singled the core out. All right, you guys, go ahead and please take your left foot to the floor, knee bent, and you're gonna bend the right knee, and come into half happy baby or half of the stirrup. So your right knee is gonna go out to the side a bit toward your mat edge. And wherever you can hold on, maybe it's the peace fingers around the big toe, maybe your hand can hold on to the outside of the foot or the inside of the foot. And if that's not working for you tonight, hug the knee in and just take the thigh bone down, okay? So just know where your work is, kind of play with it, see what works better for you. You can certainly straighten your left leg to the ground. If that causes any, strain or discomfort, especially in the front hip, you can keep your knee bent for sure. So here we're gonna really soften in. You can close your eyes, kind of wiggle around, and then be still. Then find your stillness. Try to start to relax your eyes and the sockets. Relax your jaw. Allow the breath to go deep. Even though you're reaching toward your foot with your hand, allow the right shoulder to get heavy. Pay attention to the body, how it feels in this position, where you're feeling some space, where you may be feeling a little bit of tightness. That's okay. Take a deep breath right into that tightness. Make sure you're exhaling completely. All right, and then gently draw your heel into the back of the thigh. Give that knee a squeeze. And we'll straighten the right leg to the floor. Just bring in some space into the front hip. All right. And we'll go ahead and bring that right foot back to the floor and gently go ahead and draw your left knee in. You can take it out to the side. Just get a sense of how this feels before you go in on this full force. And then you can take your foot up. And see where you want to go. Do you want to hold your foot? What feels good to you tonight? What would work for you? Maybe this side's really different. Maybe you want to lengthen out this right leg now. Big exhale. Let it go out with the side. When we can be quiet, the mind may want to stay busy, right? So if the thoughts are coming in, your to-do lists, stuff you have to take care of, that's normal. So just let those thoughts float over to the side for now, if you'd like, and bring your attention right back to the breath and the feelings in your body. Notice the floor and how it is supporting you. Notice gravity, the pull. Relaxing the muscles around your face, softening through the jaw, the shoulders. Another deep breath. And then we'll gently start to draw your left heel into the back of the left thigh. Hug your knee into your chest. Give a squeeze. And then gently take your left leg to the floor. Now both legs are straight on the floor. Just shimmy side to side. And notice how all of that energy just settles. Feel free to take the arms overhead, big stretch. And then we'll take the arms up and down. So now let's go ahead and come into our bridge pose. You can certainly use a brick underneath your low back or a folded up towel or a pillow. But our knees are going to bend, the feet are about inner hip width apart. We're going to peel the spine off of the ground. Feel your hips lifting up, walking the shoulders under. And just get a sense of your fingers reaching toward your heels. Feel free to interlace your fingers underneath your body and then press your arms down into the ground. Soften the space in your throat. So gently allow the chin to soften in toward the chest. You're not jamming the chin to the chest, it's just a subtle movement. So you do have that length in your neck. Find the curve of your spine. Spread your toes. Feel the broadening between your front right shoulder and your front left shoulder. And then as you're pressing into your feet, feel the length from your front hip bones all the way through the front thighs and beyond the kneecaps. So just this incredible amount of length in the front leg and space. Relax your jaw, your neck. Eyes are soft. And we'll start to untangle the fingers and lower down one vertebra at a time. Your heels can lift up to allow the spine to land. And just be here for a moment. Notice the body. How does it feel? Notice any of the body weight just wanting to drop a little deeper into the mat. And when you're ready, we'll go ahead into our legs up a wall without a wall. If you want to use the wall and you have one nearby, go ahead. If you don't, no worries. The legs can come straight up. You can always bring a brick under your low back, the sacrum, or a pillow. But if you don't have any props, you're totally fine. Just bring those legs up. Feel free to hold the back of the legs or rest your arms on the ground. Some people really like to lift the arms up here. The fingers reach up to the ceiling, but the shoulders stay heavy. Your practice, what feels good to you right now? Close the eyes. Feel the weight going down into the ground. Feel any heaviness within your shoulders and your spine and your hips just dropping. Notice any sensations through your legs. Heaviness into that low back. Really allowing the breath to fill you up with this new energy. Maybe returning to your intention. This practice of yoga is so incredible in that it really helps us shed the layers within the body so we can really get to the center, really reach the place within us where we hold our light. Breaths here, you guys. Just allow me to continue to drop in. Now slowly start to bend the knees. Please bring the soles of the feet together. You can rest your feet on the ground so your knees are open out to the side and just roll side to side a little bit. So knees are open, like a butterfly shape. And then come to a steadiness. Just be really quiet here with the body. Take a deep and fill up. Bring the knees together. And then let's take the knees over to the right side. And as you do that, let's bring some weight into the shoulders. Feel free to take the arms up in the air and reach behind you. Take this moment to turn your attention inward. Just going a little bit deeper inside. And then with ease, we'll draw the knees back up to center and then floating them over to the left side. Notice that shift of weight when you do that. And feel free to then take the arms up and reach behind you. Where in your body can you send the breath? Where in your body can you send nourishment? What needs attention? Relax your knees, relax your hips. And then gently drawing your knees back to center. And then slowly walking the legs to the ground. Coming into our Shavasana. So please grab a prop if you would like one, a blanket. You can grab a t-shirt to throw over your eyes just to block out any light. You can rest your arms down to the side, the palms face up. Feel free to slide a cushion underneath your knees or a pillow to help your low back settle in. Whatever you need to do, take care of yourself. You close your eyes softly, relaxing your jaw, neck, and shoulders, bringing the heaviness into the arms, relaxing the hands and the fingers. Noticing the belly rising and expanding with breath, and then dropping a little bit closer toward the spine as the exhale carries out. Feel the weight of your hip bones releasing, the weight of your leg bones softening. Space around your joints melting. Allowing this breath to move through your body as it wishes, filling up the spaces that need your attention. Allowing the body to settle just as it is, allowing it to settle. Please stay here as long as you wish. If you are ready to come out of your practice, Just lightly wiggle your fingers and toes. You stretch. And gently rolling over onto your right side. Feel the support of your arm underneath your head. And stay there and take a breath. And then feel free to press into your hand or bringing your body up into seated when you're ready. Just feel free to crisscross your ankles. Thumbs to the heart. Take a moment, bow your chin to the chest. Namaste, everyone. Namaste. And thank you all for joining us tonight. What a pleasure. I hope you feel at ease in your body and you can feel throughout the rest of your evening. And I hope you sleep well. I hope you all sleep well. And I wish you well. Take care. Thank you. Oh, bye, you guys. Thanks.